Welcome in, Greg Ruff and Ben Tyree, the softball coach here at Trevecca, and the Trojans are picked first in the GMAC poll again this year. You've won 3 in a row. Does it ever get old, and do you ever get a little bit overconfident? I know the answer to that, but I'm asking anyway.
I don't know how to answer that. We like to win. We like to play for the championship. We've got lucky 3 years, and we got one more to go. See how we do this year.
It's kind of neat when you think about this because baseball's kind of been on the same path here, and men's and women's golf have been on the same path in the spring. And this is, you got a chance with your senior class to win it every year, and that has to really be a little bit of a motivation, I would think, for them.
I think they're excited. It's a good bunch. The 4 seniors we have coming back this year, yeah, they've won it every year, but each year it's something different. This team hasn't won one.
That's right.
And that's something we have to go with. We had 9 new girls come in this year, and we have to look at it that way. This team has never won one.
Absolutely. And you guys last year, you want to continue to build. And I know that you guys really embraced going for the region championship. You got it in an at-large, and that was really, really – I don't think people understand how hard that was to get that and how much you guys really did earn that automatic at-large bid to the region.
We thought we played well last year. We played against some good opponents, but being the first time through, it wasn't anything given. And late in the season, I think we got a string of wins there, and we had to win every one of them. I think we lost one of them. We wouldn't have been in as an at-large, and we just got to keep that going.
I think everybody around Trevecca, and I think even in the conference, was really proud of what you guys did and how you represented everyone at the region. But the thing that was maybe most impressive to me, and I really take this in a completely positive way, you guys were disappointed that you didn't win it.
After our last game against Indy, got the team together, and I looked at their faces and I talked to them. And that's one thing I addressed to them was that they were still hungry. They wasn't satisfied, and that meant a lot to me.
Absolutely. I think that says a lot. And I think it says a lot at how strong this conference is in softball and how it's going to be moving forward in such a young conference. And now this year, you win the conference championship and you get to go automatically. I know that's probably a motivation for you guys too.
It's motivation, but it's not easy. It's just one game, and there's 3 or 4 teams in our conference can hit us at any time, and we just got to play our game every time we go out.
Talked with baseball, and again, it's very similar stories, and you guys lost not a ton of players, but you lost some key ones, didn't you?
We lost 3 big seniors who have been here for a long time, have a lot of key hits, a lot of key defensive plays. And we got 4 this year. Between the 4 this year and 3 last year, that's a huge class we're going to have to replace.
And speaking of the class that replaces those, you guys went out and did some recruiting, and you got some really nice players coming in, don't you?
I like what we got coming in here, but they haven't been on the field yet, so we've got to see how they do.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it. One last thing, and talk about last year was so unique, and we'll kind of try to put it to bed now, but you guys had a month where you guys didn't get to play a game. How hard was that as a coach?
It was real hard. You had to push them and give them goals. What we had to do, we had to keep playing. We had to keep hitting, which is all we could do. But it's a time for us to bond together. And the one ingredient that I was most proud of last year, not the wins and losses, is how close this team was. And I think that had a lot to do with how we finished the season.
Absolutely. Coach Ben Tyree, the coach of the Trevecca softball team, they've won 3 in a row in the GMAC, but they got a clean slate. They got to start all over. They are the preseason pick, but again, they've got to go earn it on the field. Thank you for watching. Welcome in. Greg Ruff along with you, and joining me is Bailey Alexander from the softball team, and you guys are picked again to win the conference. Talk about what it means to you guys coming off a championship. It's 3rd in a row. Now, you're going to be a sophomore, so it'll be just your first. But talk about what it means for you guys having to defend that going into this next year.
Well, it definitely helps us out getting picked to be first. It definitely makes us feel better, makes us a little more confident going in. And it just better helps us prepare for the spring. We know what we need to do. We know what we need to work towards, and really helps.
You guys have a very competitive fall. That's something that's new to a lot of us around here. And just because in the past, softball was a spring sport. But you guys have so much emphasis now on the fall to get prepared for the spring. Just talk about that and what you guys got out of the fall.
Well, during the fall, we do a lot of practice and conditioning as well, and we play a lot of D1 teams, and that really, really helps us prepare for the spring. We get to see really good competition, and we get to see live pitching too, so that helps us, and might help us later on, just that we saw it more recently.
Last year was one of those weird years where you guys didn't get to play for like a month because of the weather, and then we got snow out there right now as you guys are preparing. But that probably, in a way, maybe it helped you, maybe it didn't. But you guys knew after that really you could put up with anything and still win, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about what you guys did during that time to stay ready to play.
Last year when we had that month off, it was a whole lot of hitting. We couldn't really get out on the field too much because all the snow and the ice and the cold. So we spent a lot of time in the facility, and we took a lot of swings.
You've been in a year now in the college game. What did you learn that maybe you didn't think you would learn with your first year at college ball?
I learned how important teammates and the girls on the team are and how big of a support system they are. And then I learned the game is a whole lot more fast-paced. So.
And everybody's good, right?
Everybody is good.
Everybody's good out there. Well, as you prepare for this year, talk about some of the new folks that are joining you guys. I know you guys are excited about the new crew.
We love the new girls. They all have their own personalities, and they're all pretty crazy, and they fit in really well with us, and we're really excited to have them this spring.
Last year, I felt, and every team's different, every year's different, every program's different, but it really seemed like the upperclassmen really embraced you guys that came in as freshmen last year.
Last year was awesome. We loved our seniors and our upperclassmen, and they really made us feel like we were at home on that team.
And now you want to pass that along to the same way.
Definitely.
Bailey Alexander and the Trevecca softball team, they are picked number 1 in the GMAC coming in, and they're going to go and try to defend 3 in a row and try to get back to the region. Thank you for watching.